What's going on, guys? Welcome to Golden Setups. I'm your host, Golden Focus, here with another How I Traded SPX. Today I did a 577% trade. And again, I want to focus more on the percentages and not so much on the numbers. I've had some students that get a little distracted on the numbers and they try to really go hard to try to, make the same numbers as other people. People have different size accounts, and so I don't want that to be a distraction. So I'm focusing here on the percentages here. I did have a small account challenge that I've been doing with a few special people. And I posted in the free Telegram channel, I posted this 577% trade. The proof is in the pudding there. So check out that free Telegram channel. Go to goldensetups.com, click on social, and then after that you'll see free Telegram. Select that and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyhow, let's go over some of my trades here for today. All right, what we're looking at here is we're looking at the morning. This morning I was just tracking the trend. This is a 5-minute down here below. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for those of you who are looking at watching through their phones. All right, I tracked the trend earlier this morning on the 5-minute. We had this break. This was a counter trend trade. This was a counter trend trade. I was kind of waiting for. We dropped below the trend line. We were below the 9. We had a hard time getting back above it. So I went ahead, got into an aggressive entry here, and I held, and I actually added a little bit into my position once we started rejecting the 9 over here with this candle. And I held, and we had a lot of momentum. It was really good. And this was a nice little, I think it was like 80% trade. This was really nice. But I left one runner. All right, I got out right around here. I wish I could have done better and sold into strength. This is something I'm going to continually work on as a trader. And got out here, but I did keep a runner, anticipating that we were just going to flag and continue down, looking at the momentum, and we actually didn't do that. And so I ended up having to cut that runner, because of the way that we moved up, I lost a little bit of money there, but overall green on this trade altogether. But not happy about this. But hey, everything's a risk, and I took a calculated risk, and it didn't work out, so that's okay. My next trade. After that, we had some freakish thing happen here in the middle of the day, get some stop loss hunting. And then after that, we just continue to barrel up from there. And so once I was certain that we were moving up, I wanted to be sure, especially after this loss over here, I wanted to be sure that I'm good to go. And so I'm looking at this level 418.74. It was good. I went down to a lower time frame and looked for a bull flag entry since we were moving up. And this is the 1 minute right here that I'm looking at right now. And I had a nice little bull flag entry right over here. And I went ahead and just jumped into the position. So I got in there and I held. And the reason why I held is because on the higher time frames, all right, let's just look at ES real quick so I can just show you what I'm talking about. Here is ES. There you go. On the higher time frames, it looked like what I normally see on the lower time frames with as far as like flagging is concerned. And so it looks like that we've been flagging. We finally broke out of the channel. I didn't get in until we had a new hourly candle that opened up above the channel. This was the first time that a candle opened up above the channel and since the channel was created. And so to me, that was a bullish sign. And so when that gave me my first sign of strength, and then I got in not too long after that. So that's one of the reasons why I got in and why I held, because typically, this is where I wanted to take it to. All right, and I was able to get pretty close. But nevertheless, that was the reason why I held. I'm looking at multiple time frames, and the hourly let me know that we were going to continue on our way up. All right, wasn't too happy about this one. I was looking at a 3-bar play on the 5-minute. All right, I was actually sharing this in the free Telegram as well. I was looking at this 3-bar play on the 5-minute. I was looking at this candle right here. I was looking for this red candle to continue down. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. But I was in the trade. I took my entry. I had my stop loss, and when we started moving down, I believe with this candle, I went ahead and scalped out of two out of 3 of my contracts. I went light on this one since I did pretty well with, and this was in a different account as well. Then we went back up. I got stopped out, and then we came down, and then we hit the target. And I was kind of frustrated about that, but hey, it's how the, here's my thumbs down, it's how the cookie crumbles. And so as far as my trade's concerned, all my trades were green. It's just like there was just my runners didn't do too good over here. My runner didn't do too good down there, wherever that trade was. Yeah, my runner didn't do too good down there, but hey, that is how it can be sometimes. Nevertheless, those have been my trades for the day. Let's check out some next day setups. Let's see if we can see some next day setups. Right now, we're actually watching. We got about 15 minutes left for the trading day to be over. And looking at the hourly here, we're out of this channel. We're above the 9. We're above the 20. We're pushing up. I'm wondering, man, is this a bull trap? I wonder if this is a bull trap. Now, what you're seeing is like two red boxes. I got a big supply zone and I got a smaller supply zone in this supply zone. So I'm actually going to kill this one, but you could see every time we got into that one, we rejected pretty hard, and then we finally broke up through it. And so here we are. We're still in this wider supply zone. And so I'm eager to see what we're going to be doing. We hit the previous. I talked about if we're strong in the other video where we would go, and we hit those targets. And so now, if we're going to be strong, we're definitely going to be using 4173.75, which is this level right here. We're going to be using that as resistance and continue to move up. But I don't know. It's a lot of uncertainty right now. So if we're going to be weak, we're obviously going to be breaking down below this 4164.25. I'm going to be looking for a break below the 9 here to see if we can continue to get that weakness to break us back down into the wedge. Let's look at it from a higher level here. I know a lot of people trade SPY and SPX, but if we're looking at it from the daily, this is what the daily looks like. I got zones and stuff like that, demand zones, supply zones all over the place. And here we are, big move up. Here's our flag movement down, and then boom, continuation. All right, so we got that continuation. So typically, what can we expect from here? Sometimes when we get this continuation and we're done and we did what we needed to do, sometimes we get an immediate rejection and we come back down. That's a possibility. Another possibility is, we head all the way back up here to our last high. We do have a SPY gap. Where is it? I had it somewhere. We do have a SPY gap pretty high. Are we going to make a newer, higher high? Are we going to take this? I don't know. I'm going to have to wait, watch, and see. I got to say, for ES, as far as next day setup, this one I'm going to have to watch. I'm going to have to play it by ear. All right, let's check out Tesla real quick. Tesla's looking pretty strong. Let's come down to the hourly. I like looking at the hourly. Tesla's looking pretty strong. We were channeling on our way down, and now broke out of the channel, much like SPY, SPX, and ES broke out of the channel on our way up. My next level is at 179.35, and you can see these levels are definitely holding up. We got some support here. I'm wondering if there's a level in between these levels that I can go ahead and mark, but this actually looks, this looks decent where we are right now. So, yep. We got some support, found some support at 173.39. Let's see right here. If we do continue, I could definitely see us moving up to 175.86, and then possibly rejecting from that point, just because of what we did last time we got up there. We do have a small, very, 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 very thin gap up here. We could be on our way to go get that gap with Tesla, and we'll see. But if we're going to be strong, we're going to go ahead and grab that gap. If we're going to be weak, all right, I think that we're going to come up to, let's say, roughly around 175.83, around there, and we should see a rejection. All right, let's go ahead and check out Google. All right, looking at Google right now. Look at that. What I see with Google, I see possible flagging. Right, possible flagging. That's what I see, possibly flagging. If we're going to be strong, we're going to break above this trend line and continue to the upside. But if we're going to continue to be weak, I imagine that we're going to come back down and reset here at the 9. All right, I'm going to be watching for that for Google. Let's check out Apple. Ooh, look at that. Apple's trying to do a 3-bar play to the upside. Look at that. Apple's, we talked about this. Yesterday's next day setup, if we're weak versus we're strong. we opened up pretty weak, and then we broke back above it. Now, when we break back above trend lines that we break below, that is a sign of either immense strength or weakness. And so right now we are seeing an immense sign of strength to the upside. Beautiful entry for a 3-bar play over here to the upside. We're going to see if we continue to get that. And if we do, I target this, 173.13 is what I target. We'll see if we get it up here. Once we get up here though, a lot of wicks up here. So once we get up here, we might get a little bit of rejections once we get up here, but we're gonna have to watch, wait and see. Apple's looking nice though. Apple's looking pretty strong, above the 9, above the 20, above the VWAP, above the 200-day moving average. Looking pretty strong. Let's look at Nvidia real quick. This is on the hourly. Looking at Nvidia's looking really strong. Look at this trend line, just tracking with the trend, I do imagine once we break this trend line, it's going to be maybe not the best for Nvidia, but I can't say anything negative about Nvidia. It's been just straight to the top so far. Here's a 3-bar play to the upside. You know, is Nvidia strong or weak? I'd say it's strong. We're above the 9, above the 20, above the VWAP on the hourly. That's a pretty good sign of strength if we're going to continue to be strong. Let's see if I can find the next level. If I can find the next level, I guess I cannot find the next level. So we're just going to have to watch, wait, and see as we continue to push up with Nvidia. All right, let's go ahead and check out what's next. Bitcoin, big push up with Bitcoin. Look at that. We're above the 200-day moving average, above the 9, above the 20, and also above the VWAP. That's what these dots are. And Bitcoin is pushing up. We're at 27K right now. Let's see here. My next level is at 27,700. We're at 27,300. Can we get to 27,700? I think that's a possibility. I mean, we came down, we hit this level. What is this? 651. Look at that. Hit that level exactly to the T. Could not close below this level. Continue to move all the way back up. And so, you know, can I see us moving to 27.7? I can definitely see us moving to 27.7, or at least getting close to it. I can definitely see that. I can see us having a little bit of challenge once we start getting up here, but I can definitely see a strong possibility of hitting 277,700. Yep. And if we have any signs of weaknesses, let's see, any sign of weakness here, I would look at, let's see here. No, I mean, right now, I mean, it's looking pretty strong right now. It's looking pretty strong. I can't say anything bad right now about Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and look down. Let's look at Amazon. Okay, Amazon. You see a lot of trend lines here. Amazon strong today. This was one of the trades that I took and got out in the morning, but I don't talk about too much about these trades. But Amazon is looking really nice. It is also fulfilling its move to the upside. I can definitely see us reaching 115.84 for sure. But then after that, if we're going to continue to be strong, 116.69. That's where I see 116.69. But if we're going to be weak, we're definitely going to be dropping back down below at least. First, I'm going to be dropping down to the 20. After the 20, we have this trend line. And then after that, we can just go trend line to trend line to trend line. That's what I'm going to be looking for. But right now, I got to say that it's strong. Above the 9, which is the red line, above the 20, above the VWAP, and still pushing up. So Amazon is looking pretty strong. And then let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, maybe Microsoft. Let's check out Microsoft. All right, Microsoft, nice 3-bar play to the upside. Might have a little bit of continuation there. Nothing recent for me to draw a level to. Oh, here you go. All right, we're getting pretty close to where we rejected last time with Microsoft. Right around this region here. Right around this region. Yep. Right around this region. So I'd be careful. I'd be very careful with Microsoft where we are right now. I'd be very careful with Microsoft, but nevertheless, Microsoft right now is looking strong, above the 9, above the 20, above the VWAP. Everything is looking strong right now. We're pretty far below the 200-day moving average is pretty far below us at the moment. So yeah, right now, let's see here. Yeah, Microsoft is looking really strong. I'm just looking for any opportunities that I may find. Let's see here. Yeah, nope, this looks good. Microsoft looks good. I'll be waiting to see. I'm not looking for weakness. I don't have a bias with any of these, but I'm going to be watching and waiting to see what we do next with Microsoft. I'm going to put some levels next time on Microsoft to see where we could possibly go. But I know around this where we are right now, just be careful. All right. Guys, hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you for watching how I traded SPX and checking out these next day setups and just seeing whether we're strong or weak with these other tickers. Real quick, just want to give you guys a heads up. This is goldensetups.com. Feel free to come out here, check it out. Our masterclass is full, so can't really do anything much there, but this is pretty cool. We go through two-day in person, four week intensive boot camp on quite a few different strategies, actually my system that I trade on, and then we have a whole year of coaching and education and trade reviews and all these type of things. And so right now it's sold out. We're probably gonna open the door to do this again in the next coming months. I don't do this often, but however, for those who are interested in some more shorter term possibilities of learning education, you guys can come up here to SAW Sessions and check out this 3 ultra profitable setups right here. And this right here is just 3 ultra profitable setups to double your account, I believe it is. We might be doing that in the next coming week. We typically do them on Sundays, and then after that, we work on it throughout the week, throughout the trading week. And so definitely check that out if you're interested. Feel free and sign up. Those things fill up pretty quick. We don't have a date just yet, but you can feel free to sign up there and you'll be first in line. On Fridays, we do live trading here on Zoom. You can just click join live and you'll be in my private Zoom channel. All right, here I do some trade coaching, some one-on-one, just help you see what's going on with your trades. What are you missing? Is it a psychology issue? Is it a strategy issue? And then let's put together a trade plan that you could trade against day after day after day and turn these losing streaks into winning streaks. And then after that, we have a newsletter, a little bit like what we did here today with the next day setups, but more longer term. All right, guys, I really appreciate you for taking the time and hanging out with me, Golden Focus, here at Golden Setups. Guys, trade the setup, trade confident, and don't forget to live life. Take care.